All right. I would like to welcome Mr. Carl Brister. How you doing, man?
I'm good, brother. Thank you for having me back.
Oh, man, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to be around good talent, you know?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, you've been on the show, man. You're an incredible artist, incredible songwriter. I love what you're doing.
Thank you, man.
You have this wonderful song out called L.O.V.E.
Yep.
And tell me, how did that happen? How did you work on that song? How did it come about? What inspired you to write that song?
Well, this song has had a few iterations, if that's the right word.
Okay.
So
Okay.
iterations, yeah, iterations.
Yep, iteration. There we go.
So I wrote it originally with a brother named Steve Walker, Steve
Okay.
Chef Walker, and we did release at the top of 2020
Okay.
the original version of L.O.V.E. And I basically lyrically wanted to write a song that really captured everything that we have been going through. From at that time, Eric Garner, Philando Castillo, Alton Sterling,
Yes.
victims of police violence and brutality, to voter registration and voter suppression, also
Right.
to just looking at bias, whether it was Asian or gay, LGBTQ, whatever it was. I was taking a step back from all of this and saying, man, what's
Right.
really missing is love. What's really
Right.
missing, I mean, not to have some pie in the sky idealistic way of thinking through it, but in
Right.
reality was love thy neighbor was not being done,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I wanted to write something that would speak to everything that was going on. And so I did. And so it came out with what the world needs is love.
Right.
Then the pandemic hit. Then George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery hit.
Yes.
And the world that we knew was in a tailspin. And people wasn't talking about love no more.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That is true.
And there was a shift, even with me as a songwriter. I needed to share where I was in that moment. And
Right.
I released a song called Enough is Enough.
Right.
And now that the pandemic is, lifting and people are finding a way forward now, how do we get back to that normal, new normal? I felt it was right to bring back that original conversation of love, but do it
Right.
with a way that people could feel good in the summer. So
Right.
it was
Exactly.
remixed by Mark Wilson. And so it could be played in the clubs, it could be played at the barbecue, you get just
Yeah.
two-step on,
Absolutely.
and still
I
keep
like that.
those issues out there before us.
I think it's a great song. Obviously, I love your work, and I think what you're doing is incredible because most of the people that have gone through this pandemic and have lost so many. I mean, I've lost quite a few people during the pandemic. Somebody I've known for a long, long time. Just like that. And the song just puts me in the mind of remembering what love really is and how we as people need to really just hold each other and just do the right thing instead of there's so much violence going on. And it's just a great place for that song to be right now. I know it's
Absolutely.
gonna do well.
Thank you,
I know it's
man.
gonna do well.
Thank
Yeah, I'm not in the video, but it's okay, man.
Ah,
No, but now who is your musical hero? Like, who would you say that you looked up to, not necessarily while writing the song, but more so just in general as a writer? Who would you actually look up to?
so my as a songwriter, my musical hero is always going to be first and foremost Stevie Wonder.
Yes, indeed.
But we're just celebrating Prince Day, and I
Right.
definitely took a step back and just admired the work that Prince has done. You know,
Absolutely.
Prince spoke to the issues in the way that Prince did it, whether it was from
Right.
controversy to many songs that he would get in there, and as an artist he took a stand.
Right.
for his own autonomy and independence in the music industry. So Prince, I got to shout out Prince, and then
Absolutely.
Marvin Gaye. You know, Marvin Gaye wrote the blueprint for social activism in music with
Yes, he did.
what's going on. And that's not to discount Sam Cooke, Billie Holiday. You know, there's
Yes.
so many iconic songwriters out there that go into who Carl Brister is today.
Right. That's a great answer. Prince, Stevie. I hear it all in your music. I hear, and what I mean by that is just great. You're a great lyricist and a great musician. Great musicianship and lyrics are just this makes a hit song. That's just what it is, right? Let's call a spade for spade, right? But having the ability to, I met Stevie Wonder before, and he was an incredible person, and he gave me a lot of great advice. And I listened to you speak, and it reminds me so much of the conversation that him and I had. Just good music, man. You're just doing the right thing. You're doing the thing. You're doing it.
Thank you, man.
So you got to tell me about this wonderful video that's coming out. That I can't wait to see it.
Yeah. So we just literally wrapped the video shoot for L.O.V.E, the remix.
Okay. All right.
It was directed by Ricardo Robinson. So Ricardo, his photos were actually featured in the Enough is Enough video.
Got it.
But now he's behind the camera and directing this time.
Nice.
Yeah, and he came up with a great concept to focus on the story of the song. Like the lyrics literally drive this video in a way that keeps it light, but keeps it right. If I can say that.
Exactly. Sure, absolutely.
And he put me smack dab in the middle of it all to keep it simple, light, but with some substance too.
Very nice. Did you guys shoot that video in New Jersey or New York?
We shot the video in West Orange, New Jersey. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm sure you probably went over there to Eagle Rock. I know about Eagle Rock.
Oh, you know about Eagle Rock?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I used to live up in Jersey. Yeah.
I do a lot of songwriting at Eagle Rock.
Beautiful, beautiful view. You can see the whole New York skyline. Beautiful place.
Wow, man. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I know about what's it? There's a golf course over there.
Now you
exit.
I don't know about it.
280. That 280. Exit. Was it 7A? 7B.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Yeah, the Essex Green Movie Theater. Absolutely.
You've been coming to the Garden State quite a bit.
Absolutely. But I used to live up there. A lot of good things musically have inspired me as well up in that area. But I know you've written a lot of great songs up there, and it's just incredible. It's a great view to get you in the mindset to get yourself prepared for the next big thing.
Yeah, you
now,
can't miss the the sunrise at Eagle Rock, because it faces New York City, and
absolutely,
sunrise is in the east, so you see this beautiful sunrise if you're up early enough.
Up in Eagle Rock, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Now, when you write your music, especially this particular song, L.O.V.E, what was going through your mind? I mean, I know you told me about everything that's going on, but as far as like writing, the concept of writing, do you just bring a small keyboard out and sit there at Eagle Rock and kind of write, or you just jot things out on a cassette recorder? How does that work?
Oh no! Did you say cassette recorder?
I sure did. I knew how to get your attention.
Wow.
Got to get that cassette in there. Oh yeah.
Well, for this song, the original music was created by Steve Chef Walker, and so I like to let the music, if I'm writing to a track, I like to let it just sort of speak to me, and I write from a rhythmic perspective. So if I am set on a direction in terms of what the content is going to be about, then it has to flow rhythmically. Because I started out I was a drummer first. So I guess I think rhythmically first, and
Right.
I needed to flow. And then I don't like to write with cliches. So I try to think of what I want to say, but how it can be interesting when I say it.
Makes sense.
Yeah, just,
That's interesting.
yeah, just try
Yeah.
to, and then melody and rhythm sort of kind of come together.
Right. Now, how do you write so many great songs and they don't sound alike? Because you have some writers that write songs and obviously, you can hear someone's sound. You do have a distinctive sound, a great sound, but everything sounds different and everything sounds it's just there for you to listen to and you can listen to it over and over. And in my opinion, I think it's going to be timeless music.
Wow. Well, thanks, bro.
Sure.
When I started out, there were some producers that used to try to get me to write things that did sound more the same.
Right.
And it took me a long time to embrace that part of me, that I just like variety. I don't
Got
like for I get bored quick. I mean, to be honest,
it.
I get bored
Right.
very easily.
Right.
And if it all sounds the same, it's just like, okay. And if you
Like, what's
think
the point,
about
right?
it, of Stevie Wonder, Prince, Marvin Gaye, the great ones,
Right.
even now, they're always evolving. Even Beyonce, her music
Yes.
today sounds nothing like it did when she was in Destiny's Child.
That's right.
Like, it's always evolving, and
Right.
I'm always trying to find a new way to connect with people where we are today.
That's coming from a genius yourself. You are on your way to um, longevity in this business because it's a tough business, but you have great music. You have, I know the video is incredible because I've seen your videos. I mean, your work is incredible, impeccable, I should say.
Thank you, man.
And yeah, my pleasure. Sure. Now I got to ask you one more question before you leave because I know you got things going on. You ain't got no time to be talking to
Yeah,
me, man. We got to get this video out so we can. I want everybody to see it.
yeah.
What would you? And I had asked you this once before. What do you tell someone that comes up to you, a young kid, and says, "Hey, Mr. Brister, I'm trying to get into the music business, so I'm trying to sing. What do I do? What recommendation would you give them?"
Well, I would probably, if they asked me that, I'd probably say, "Why are you trying? Just do it."
Right.
I would say we're not trying anymore. You
Right.
can do it, and there are so many ways for you to do it. You don't have to wait now for
Right.
someone to select you and put you on, in a sense.
Right.
You
Right.
can turn on your phone, turn on your
Yeah.
camera, and put yourself
That's
on.
right. That's right. That's right. Be your own boss, right?
You,
I think a lot of people, the song Love, L.O.V.E, will inspire people to really take the initiative, as you said, to really just be your own boss, have your own ideas, and just do it. Because a lot of times, a lot of younger artists, they tend to, they go left and they think about it too hard. Sometimes when you think too hard, you miss your blessing, you know?
well, I tell you what I tell myself, and my I have a son who is really, really, really into music. Um,
Okay.
I tell them to create from the inside out. You know,
Great advice.
if what you're creating comes from within, you'll love it when you share it out, and it'll be authentically you,
Right.
rather than try to create from the outside in, and just copy and follow. um, do what you love, and then people will definitely embrace it more.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Now, I got to ask you this. What's next for Carl Brister?
Well, this is we're getting into the summer right now, so we're looking
That's
to
right.
perform. Um, my annual event that sort of kind of culminates the summer is the Love and Unity Fest. It's
Okay.
an annual event that I started 6 years ago, also after the deaths of Eric Gardner and Philando Castile, um,
Hmm.
where I just, in my own community, I wanted to bring I wanted to do something proactive so that what I was seeing on TV didn't happen to me or my sons.
Sure.
So I literally went to the city and said, I want to do a music event that brings all genres of performers together, to bring races of all different types, cultures, backgrounds, lifestyles, for us to get in one place for music and love, and find a place where we can sort of meet there, and then have some information where people can get involved and make change in their community as they see fit.
Makes sense. Makes sense. That's a good thing. I'm definitely gonna put that in the description. So I need to know, can you please let everybody know where they can find Carl Brister, how they can find you? Obviously YouTube.
Yeah.
But how can they find Carl Brister?
Yeah, YouTube, definitely. Carl Brister Official. Please subscribe to my channel, and when that video drops, you will get it first. CarlBrister.com is my official website, and all my socials from Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, you can connect with me from there. And for the Love and Unity Fest, which will be September 25th of this year, you can go to musicvillage.live and you'll find out all the information there.
Great, man. I really appreciate you, man. As always, I appreciate your time, and I'm really looking forward to seeing this video because it's a smash, man. I know the song is a smash, so I know the video is gonna be a smash.
Thanks, brother.
But I would like to thank Brother Carl Brister for coming on to March 5 Music Podcast. As you know, you always have a home here. Anything you want to release, anything you want to talk about, if you just want to call me, whatever it is, man, you're here. I got you. Don't worry about it. We're good to go. So I wish you many, many, many blessings to you and much success with your new material, especially L.O.V.E.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Hold on one second.